The deeper we looked into SCP-67, the darker it became. So here's the thing. If you've made it this far, you probably already know SCP-67 isn't just some random meme that got twisted into creepypasta. The deeper you dig, the more it feels like the line between internet joke and full-on paranormal event starts to blur. People thought this whole 6-7 thing was just another goofy trend. But the more clips popped up, the more glitches people noticed, the more consistent the weirdness became. And honestly, that's where the story goes from harmless viral fun to something that looks an awful lot like a mimetic hazard. Think about it. Memes spread like wildfire, right? They move faster than news, faster than rumors, faster than almost anything. But imagine if one of those memes wasn't just a joke. Imagine if repeating it, watching it, even just hearing it opened some kind of doorway. And that's what researchers at the Foundation believe SCP-67 really is. Not just a phrase, but a trigger, a signal, a call. Reports started stacking up. Viewers said they couldn't stop thinking about it once they heard it. Some swore they heard the word 6-7 echoing in their dreams, whispering in the static of dead TV channels, or bleeding through broken phone speakers. Others said they'd catch themselves muttering the numbers without even realizing it, like the meme was living rent-free inside their heads, forcing its way out whenever it wanted. And sure, you could laugh that off as just TikTok brain rot, but it doesn't stop there. People who got too deep into the rabbit hole, some of them vanished, gone. Phones left on the table, computers still playing the clip, no signs of forced entry, just empty rooms. Foundation teams traced back a handful of those disappearances. Every single one had been obsessed with SCP-67 content in the days before they vanished. And when the Foundation tried running controlled experiments, playing the audio on loop, feeding the meme through different devices, they noticed something terrifying. The sound didn't just play, it warped the environment. Cameras glitched out. Audio spectrum showed shapes, patterns that looked disturbingly human. And in at least one case, a figure appeared. Not in person at first, but on screen. A blurred, childlike face, mouth stretched too wide, eyes drowning in static. The more they watched, the clearer it became. Until eventually, the subject wasn't just seeing it on the monitor anymore, they saw it in the room. That was the last test they ever ran. The Foundation officially locked the whole thing down under the classification of a mimetic SCP. Access to the original clip is restricted, and exposure time is heavily limited. But if you think that stopped the spread, you'd be dead wrong. The internet doesn't work that way. Once a meme's out there, you can't unmake it. You can delete accounts, scrub files, pull videos, but somewhere out there, someone's always reposting, remixing, spreading it like a virus. And with SCP-67, that's exactly what makes it so dangerous. The containment procedures can't keep up with the nature of the anomaly. By the time one video's gone, 10 more have popped up. And then there's the urban legend part. People on forums talk about the knock. They say if you hear 6-7 too many times in a row, you'll eventually hear a knock at your door. Not a polite knock, not someone you know. Just 3 slow knocks. And if you open that door, that's it. Game over. Nobody who opened the door has ever been seen again. The creepiest part. Some of these reports come from places miles apart, totally unrelated people, different time zones. Yet the story's always the same. I heard the knock, I opened the door, and then nothing. Just silence. And when neighbors or police were called, they found empty houses, lights still on, computers still playing the clip, doors wide open. Skeptics argue it's all fake. Argy material, TikTok, creepypasta, the internet doing what it always does. And maybe, yeah, some of it is. But what about the pieces that line up too perfectly? What about the people who really are gone? What about the security camera footage where you see the door opening, but the person never comes back into frame? Even without believing in the paranormal, you can't ignore that something weird is happening here. Whether it's a psychological trigger, a real mimetic hazard, or something that can't even be explained yet, SCP-67 doesn't act like an ordinary internet trend. Now, the most unsettling theory is this. Some Foundation researchers think SCP-67 isn't a human-made meme at all. They think it was inserted into the internet, planted, like bait. And the moment the first person repeated it, the moment it went viral, that's when it activated. It's like it needed human voices, human attention to break through. The more it spread, the stronger it became. And if that's true, then SCP-67 isn't just a meme that went wrong. It's an infection, and we're the hosts. Imagine that for a second. Every single person who laughs, shares, or repeats the phrase is basically feeding it. And maybe that's why containment seems impossible. It's not trapped inside one file, one clip, one device. It's inside us. The internet was just the delivery system. So what happens next? Does it keep spreading until nobody can ignore it anymore? Does it reach some kind of critical mass where the knock comes for everyone? Or is there a way to shut it down? Nobody has those answers yet. The Foundation keeps their official records heavily redacted, but the fact that we even know about SCP-67 means somebody wanted this story to leak. Maybe it's a warning. Maybe it's already too late. What I can tell you is this. If you ever hear it in real life, if you ever feel like that weird little meme is following you, repeating in the static, in the hum of your TV at night, don't engage with it. Don't repeat it. And for God's sake, if you ever hear that knock, do not open the door. Because in the end, it's not just a joke anymore. SCP-67 started as a laugh, but now it's something else. Something alive. Something that spreads every time you think about it. And you just spent the last 10 minutes listening to me talk about it. So maybe, just maybe, it's already listening to you too. Sleep tight.